Hello everyone, my name is Zach. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. I almost forget what I was about to say, but anyway, in today's video, actually, I do have some of a commentary style video. Well, essentially, I'm going to be talking about something while the gameplay is going to be shown on the screen right now. And this which I actually want to talk about is the recent, I guess, somewhat recent, like 3 point something banners, like essentially the Sumeru banners, which essentially we got with a new introduction of the Sumeru location, like massive nation that it's technically got like 2 nations within, like the desert part and the forest part, which I think that was kind of cool. But what also I believe was actually very interesting is essentially there were banners that came out while we had the Sumeru and we still have some for while this movie came out. And what I mean by that essentially that these banners were, at first when I actually saw them essentially while I was playing the game and while I saw the banners, I was just like, there's something happening down here which I feel like I need to talk about. But while I did some more research and also while I did make the script, I did go beyond the stuff which I kind of want to talk about for today's video. Off the bat, I want to say essentially the banners that we did go to were mainly like Sumeru based, because obviously the Sumeru danger and everything would get essentially stuff around that. So when we get like characters like Tagnari, Nahida, Alhaitham, Baija, that would be obviously all Sumeru based. However, the thing that actually got me more surprised is essentially just how many reruns they had while we had Sumeru. Nahida had 2 banners, Saina had 2 banners, Dea had 2 banners, she wasn't standard banner, sorry, my bad. But Neil had 2 banners, Hayden has 2 banners, and Scaramouche, while I was writing the script for this, he only had 1 banner, but obviously with 3.8 update that we just got, he obviously got his 2nd banner. And also, other characters like things like Tagnari and as they were put in the stand banner, the characters that came out after Sumeru. While also, the other characters that did came out which were not like Sumeru, like related anyway, we got Yai, which also got 2 banners throughout Sumeru. Ganyu got 2 banners, Johnny got 2 banners, Yoimiya, I think she got 1 banner, but I haven't double checked that yet. Right then, Ayato, Hutao, Yelan, Kazuha, Venti, and Tartaglia also got banners. While also we had some like colossal returns with Hutao, Tartaglia, which I mentioned, and also Yula Hoat, the most like the longest time which she actually didn't get a banner with almost like 2 years. It was coming to 2 years. As Sushi and had getting her own V1 banner, which I think I should have actually put in my original script, but I'm looking over it right now, and there's a lot of stuff which is kind of missing from here. But yeah, those are actually banners we also got, and the interesting part is essentially, you notice the pattern that essentially most, if not all, the new Sumeru characters that we got a V1 banner while we still were in Sumeru, which obviously makes sense. They want to market essentially, the Sumeru and also market the characters. And that is not something which actually never happened. Like, when Inazuma came out, we did have like a bunch of like reruns, which for example Raiden Shogun, who was the Argon, who got 2 reruns throughout the Inazuma, Kakomi, and I'm pretty sure also Yoimiya got her 2 banners down there. But however, there were also like 3 characters who actually didn't get 2 banners throughout the time, and then Yamiko, who surprisingly did got 2 banners while we had Sumeru. And this is kind of actually interesting part. Essentially, this time around, whenever we got characters that were from Sumeru, they would usually get like 2 banners they changed, like almost every single one of them. The only one that actually didn't get a 2nd banner, that was Baiju, but that could be because he just came out late while it's essentially one Sumeru, plus also he's not really from Inazuma. Yes, he does have a vision, he's not actually from Sumeru as far as I know. So essentially that one maybe kind of explain why he didn't get a 2nd rerun, but at the same time, the chance that he's probably going to get his 2nd rerun sometime in the early days of Fontaine, which is in the between actually can be getting then. Having essentially we are getting 2nd reruns for the characters when they came out in a specific region, because that just gives like more players actually more opportunities to get characters. Like when Sino first came out, I wasn't able to get him because I didn't have enough resources to get him, essentially just pull him on the banner. But when he did came out 2nd time, I full on got him, just like the Aimiko, who I'm actually kind of surprised why she got a 2nd banner in Sumeru. Maybe that's something essentially because she didn't get a 2nd banner in Inazuma. At the time she did came out in 2.5, and we ended the Inazuma Inazuma set of updates in 2.8. Now I'm counting the entire 2.0 update essentially as the entire Inazuma, because this is when we got Inazuma, so maybe that's why they gave. But as I said, more reruns on the character, that means that more players have more opportunity to get their favorite character. But also I do kind of see essentially that some characters are, as I said, they didn't have a rerun for a long time, even though they were popular characters, just like Hutao, who was popular character without having a rerun for over a year. And probably, no, this is a part of which I'm talking about is kind of like, speculated, as they're coming from leaks, and it's not so much I want to take my time to spoken on leaks, but just like, apparently it's been leaked that Hutao's going to get a rerun in the Fontaine update, which, you can take this information, however you want. I'm not saying I don't trust leaks, but until I see it in game, I'm just like, what, could be all up in the air. And essentially, the reason I'm kind of talking about this because, you know, the specific characters that either they don't want to bring out, you know, it's kind of hype for them, or to essentially, I don't know, maybe they just forgot. That's kind of actually stuff happening with Eula, which I can briefly mention. I remember when I was playing the game and she didn't have a rebound for the longest time. People wanted to get this character, plus there was a community over that said, oh, she's just being kept in the Hoyover's basement. But when we actually got Eula, there was not many people actually did wanted to get her. I remember when I actually did the poll, which I just asked if anyone from my community is going to get Eula. Surprisingly, out of 6 people who did actually vote to get colossal number, I know. 5 of them said that they wouldn't get Eula, and they just wanted to say that they might even try to get Eula. Which I know essentially kind of Eula thing is that she's physical damage, and you know there's not many characters that work with physical damage, so you know you might just work on something else. But still, at the fact that essentially this character didn't have everyone for the longest time, and then after they released it, then no one wants it. I mean, that could be because essentially we got like a video like showcasing all of the new Fontaine characters, so maybe that's kind of took all the hype that you know Eula Bandit had. But you know, in a way, you would say I think actually people would actually want to get this character, just for the sake of like, oh, I'm good this character and this is probably not going to come back for a long time. Like, you know, essentially, not so much of showing that it's a flex, but just being like, oh, I have this character when you know no one else has. I guess that would be a flex. That kind of actually reminds me of essentially sort of the sculpture from Fortnite when in Chapter 1 specifically, when he came out in Season 1, Chapter 1, and then he became like a very rare skin that you know everyone wanted. They were like trying to get hold of the sculpture, but even like willing to spend thousands and thousands of a sculpture program because he was that rare. Well, when he did return, well, just like, oh, it's just an ugly skin. You just wasted your money on the ugly skin. Why did you get that? Well, why? Why would you do that? That's kind of like the same thing in here. Well, here there's kind of more like actual criticism for the character because, you know, I said Eula is a physical damage dealer, and well, the game just kind of involves the element mastery. Like, you know, you do big damage, you react with all the elements. That's what kind of the game's all about, and there's always really place for physical damage. And now, with all the information which I do have in mind, I mean, we haven't been necessarily in here, that kind of makes us a question, like, what's going to be happening with the Fontaine characters? Are we going to be getting, like, 2 reruns, like, through the entire, like, Fontaine, or what's going to be happening? Or is it going to be more reruns throughout the time? Because, I mean, as I said, it's not something which Hoyover's haven't done. Everyone remembers when Tech Diary, like, got, like, 3 reruns pretty close. I don't think that even, the reruns were, like, between, like, months. I think there was, like, maybe, like, a month in between throughout the reruns, so is that what Hoyover's is trying to do? Or maybe that was just a fluke, maybe going to be trying something else with the banners. As that, I just want to make this video just kind of like to point out the inconsistency of the banners that we got from the Sumeru characters and what to maybe expect in Fontaine. Just like, are we going to be getting some like kind of odd rare? I mean, I'm not really sure what characters are considered to be rare at this point, you know, who hadn't had the banner for the longest time. So are we going to get more of these, or essentially is there going to be like more characters that are not going to get the banners until maybe Netherlands or even Shares and there's neither? So I don't know. That's actually all for this video. I'll get out of one list and I'll briefly talk about the banners that we got from the Sumeru and kind of like, I don't know, just show the numbers I guess I wanted to do. But I am definitely looking forward to the Fontaine and see what essentially we're going to be getting. Are we going to be getting something similar with Sumeru, or is it going to be something different, unique? And I'm kind of like repeat myself many times, but it's just like I'm not really like used to like recording the actual good setup. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about the banners that we got in Sumeru, and what do you think we're going to be getting in the future? But anyway, I'm going to be heading out, and I'll see you all in next time in Fontaine.